Coach, congratulations. Whenever you're ready, we'll get started with an opening statement.
Extremely proud of my group today. Again, we've been fighting all year. We've been shorthanded all year. Again, we knew it was going to be a tough fight today against a well-coached and really good Southeastern Louisiana team. So all credit to them and their team and their staff. Again, I knew my team would find a way to win. That's what we talked about all year long, and they definitely did that, so I'm extremely proud of them.
We'll open it up for questions.
Coach, let's talk about the free throws for a sec. The efficiency off the charts for the Lady Jacks. 26 for 30 from the free throw line, which was the huge difference maker down when it came to clutch time. Just talk about everything that you saw from the free throw line.
Yeah, I saw poise, I saw focus, and that's what we asked of our group. Is we knew it would be a tense environment. We tried to recreate that all week. But again, they stepped up to the line, they had focus, and they followed through. And so, again, really proud of them. We practice on free throws, but you can never recreate shooting free throws with a conference championship on the line. So, again, proud of them for showing guts and knocking those down.
Timo, you've been well regarded as one of the best defensive players in the league. 3 blocks tonight, and then also finishing with another double-double, getting on the boards with 10 rebounds. You knew that it was going to be a physical game coming in. Off camera, we talked about the battle that was going to happen in the paint. Another one after literally last night where you and Lamar went toe-to-toe. Just talk about the defensive force for the Lady Jacks tonight.
We pride ourselves on our defense. We know that our defense will get us good offense. So I just try to get back down there, do my job, have my teammates back because I know that they have mine. So I do what I can to try to help us to win.
Faith, last year you were regarded as one of the best JUCO players in the nation. Being able to come into the Lady Jack program this year, and now you are a champion. How does that make you feel?
It's almost unreal. I just feel like this journey has been so long, and I feel like finally it's just paying off. And I don't know, I'm lost for words.
Ashlyn, for you, 13.7 rebounds, 5 of them being on the offensive glass and going 100% from the free throw line. And you were also very vocal and very prominent in the defensive force tonight. Just talk about the overall presence all around that you were able to see on the court.
Honestly, I just go out there and play as hard as I can. It's not like, oh, I'm thinking about it or anything like that. But I'm kind of going to have to deviate from your question. I just want to give all glory to the Lord. Like, He's the reason why I'm here today. He's the reason why I came to SFA. He's the reason why we all are here. He's the reason why we won a championship. And y'all are going to look at me crazy when I say this, but we aren't more deserving than any other team to get this championship. It's the fact that the Lord had mercy on us and He redeemed our sinful ways. So all glory to the Lord, and I'm just so thankful to be here. I'm thankful for my teammates. I'm thankful for our coaches. I'm thankful for all of our staff, our managers. We have the best managers out there, so I'm just thankful, and I can't even express the praise that the Lord deserves, so I'm just very thankful.
Coach, Southeastern has 29 more field goal attempts than you. You guys still managed to pull out the win. How are you able to do that and pull it out down the stretch, be able to, withstand those second chance opportunities that they had?
Well, I'll start with saying, first, it was God. Secondly, that's something that we had talked about because at our place they had 21 more shots than us, and we still felt like we should have won that game. And so when we went back to it, it was like, listen, it doesn't matter if they have more shots than us, a gazillion offensive rebounds, and we have 37 turnovers. We have to find a way to win, and we did that today. We got to the free throw line and we were very efficient, and we made the timely plays on the offensive end and on the defensive end to kind of push us forward. So, again, extremely proud of our group and the effort that they showed, and they found a way to win. Again, it's not always going to be perfect. It's not always going to be clean, especially when you get to this type of a game and this type of a matchup. And again, we just kept plugging away and we found it.
I saw you laying in the confetti, kind of doing some snow angels, a big smile on your face. Just what was going through your head during that moment?
The thing that was going through my head was the last time I won a championship in 2022, I did the same thing with my daughter then. And so, again, I just wanted to recreate that tradition. Hopefully we can make that a yearly tradition. But again, I wanted to recreate that because, again, these moments are special. You know, again, to her point, we're not more deserving than anybody. Everybody has the same amount of hours in a day to put the work in. I will say I think our team works as hard as any in the country. But again, you know, you get to these points and then your hard work. Some people say it's luck, but that's hard work meeting preparation and getting an opportunity. So I'm proud of the group, and I want to see what we have in store going forward.
Coach obviously had a tight one with them earlier. Like, if anything, what did you learn from them that helped you get that win? This put you over the edge and get the win today.
Yeah, I just told our team, bite down on our mouthpiece and keep swinging. Like, it's not going to look perfect. It's not going to be pretty, but we need to find a way to win. This is the one that y'all been waiting for all year long. You know, when you come together as a team, you talk about goals in June and July. This is the one that's on everybody's goal sheet, is to go to the NCAA tournament. And so, again, I thought that we did a good job of sticking together in some rough times. I saw us picking each other up when others made mistakes. And so that's what we always talk about. We talk about our culture and wanting to have a really good culture, and they embodied that today, and that's why we were able to come through.
What was the key to overcoming 20 turnovers to get and still get the win?
Yeah, no, not focusing on the 20 turnovers, right?
Yeah.
Focusing on, you know, the 7 block shots that we have, focusing on us getting 10 offensive rebounds, us focusing on, you know, getting to the free throw line and being diligent at that. So like I said, it's about finding ways and not finding excuses, and this group did that.
I keep saying this, but we may turn it over, but we finna get it right back.
We finna get it right back.
So for anybody that wants to answer, like, was there a point where you're just like, okay, we got this now in the bag? Like, did you ever feel comfortable?
No. Listen, the message in every timeout is just because you're winning doesn't mean you've won. We haven't won until it's triple zeros on the clock and we see confetti. And so, again, we kept playing, we kept being diligent. And even when we were down, that was the message. It's like, listen, guys, we're that close. We're that close to kind of breaking in the door. And, you know, again, when shots started falling, we looked really good.
For student athletes, what does it mean to y'all to represent your school and community and everything on this stage?
It truly is a blessing. Like, I just can't even express how grateful I am for this opportunity.
Timo?
I second the same thing. I feel truly blessed to be here. And I also applaud my teammates and everyone else who isn't in here too for also helping get us here.
And I just want to say, like, yes, the people in Nacogdoches, we definitely represented them today, but I also represented my hometown, like my family, my people, everybody, honestly. We just put that on our backs and carried it.
And what's the key to your chemistry? Obviously, it's like y'all all get along well on and off the court. Like, how do you develop that kind of thing?
It's just the character, like our character. We all just have good character. We're all genuine people, so it's not really anything that like you have to deal with because we just have good character.
Honestly, we be arguing over holding
do.
people accountable. Like, why did you say that? Like, but we just genuinely want it for each other, like, and that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's really important. Like, they're all high-level competitors, and they all want it, and they do argue. It ain't perfect, right? But they do care about each other, and they keep the main thing the main thing. They want to win. They want to be successful, and they've been a pleasure to coach. I told them this multiple times. I'm lucky to be a part of each and every one of their lives. There's years where I get speeding tickets going home because I'm ready to leave work. I got speeding tickets going to the office this year because I couldn't wait to get to work with this group and get to practice. So I'm really proud of them. I can't wait to see what we have in store in the NCAA tournament. And SFA and Nacogdoches should be proud of this group.
Mm-hmm.
Coach, first year back into the conference for SFA, and to get to the championship, you had to go through two of the titans of the league in recent years. Lamar, regular season champions. Last year, Southeastern, they won the tournament in recent years, and they were the regular season champions this year. So I want to keep it in the moment, but just what do you think this run shows about SFA women's basketball?
Surprise, surprise, we're back. Like, that's what it means. Like, no, let's not act, like I said, you come to SFA to compete for championships, to play for championships. We can talk about the preseason poll and how we felt about that, but I'm going to tell you that we were going to keep working, and we expected to be in this moment. We worked for this moment. We talked about this moment, and now, it's become a reality, and I'm proud.
So going out of the conference, you're headed to March Madness. You'll hear your name called Selection Sunday. So just for fans out there who are going to get to see your program for the first time on a national stage, just initial message on that as you get ready for another stage of the postseason.
Yeah, you're finna see a fun group that's gonna get up and down, that's gonna be gritty on the defensive end, that's gonna let it fly on the offensive end. That's a mixed bag, and again, like I said, I have a lot of weapons on this team from the offensive end. So again, it could be anybody's given night, but you got to be worried about everybody. And again, our culture and our togetherness will show on the national stage.
You got any more questions for Coach of the players?
Yeah, Trinity, obviously I know Hunter said double-double, 14 points, 10 boards. Just being able to perform your best on the biggest stages, even going back to last night's game against Lamar, just kind of talk about, when the lights are the brightest, how does it make you, perform at your best?
Yeah. I just go back. They always say you sink back to the level of your training. These two ladies next to me and this guy right here, they definitely pushed me in practice, in games. And I knew that it wasn't going to be easy. We had 3 games to play, so I knew we were going to have to come with it every game. We weren't just going to skate by anybody, so I rely on my teammates and try to give them what they've poured into me. So, yeah.
Horn basically hits that buzzer beater 3 going into half, and then opened up the second half on a 4 run. You guys call that timeout, and you guys answered, I think, on a 12-0 run of your own. What was said during that timeout that just sparked it?
Yeah, I said that I thought that we were getting good shots on the offensive end. They just weren't falling. Thought we had some really good looks, and they didn't fall. But we can't allow that to affect our defense, and I thought that's what happened. And so that's why they were able to go on that 4 run. So, I just burned it and I said, hey, guys, look, let's refocus ourselves, take a deep breath, woosah a little bit, and let's get after it. And we got to get back to being intense and not focusing on the mistakes. I thought that there was a stretch there that we were doing that, and we definitely got refocused and got after it.
We'll take one more question.
Yeah, Coach, as you previously stated, this isn't your first championship with the Lady Jacks, but this is your first championship as the head coach of the Lady Jacks.
In his second year, y'all.
Come on, man.
And your 51st win.
Yeah. I told you the 50 don't count unless I get the 51st.
Yeah. So what is the substantial difference between winning with the program as an associate head coach and now being the head coach of the Lady Jacks?
Yeah, I think, when you're in this role, you see all the work that goes into it. When you're an assistant, you're kind of a specialist, so to speak. But when you're the head coach and you're not only over 15 young ladies with their own ego and their own ways about them, and I say that in a good way. You don't get to Division I basketball without having some oomph to you, and so I like that about them. They have some edge, but you have to deal with that, and you have to deal with that with staff and managers and practice players, and then there's a lot going on. So I think I appreciate it a lot more. But I'll be remiss if I didn't say this. All good coaches let you know that they got good players. The great ones make sure they got great players, and that's what we've been able to do is to collect a really good group of kids that can play basketball at a high level. So, she talked about our character. The kids we got in that locker room have really high character, and they can hoop. And so when you have that to go to work with every day, you have ups, you have downs, but at the end of the day that they're going to give you a chance to win.
All right, we'll wrap it up there. Coach, ladies, congratulations. Thank you for your time.
Thank
Appreciate you, Axum Jacks.
you.